Now you know all the basic things now. What is SAP? What is the ERP? What is the SPRO stands for? How many kind of projects? How many people? And what is the SAP methodology? You know very well right now, correct?
Yes, sir.
These are all basic things, compulsory. You can keep in mind. Somebody's asked you are learning SAP. You are SAP consultant. What is meaning of the SAP means? You can answer good, correct?
Yes, sir.
Most important thing, these basic things, okay? In SAP
Okay.
FICO, first component is general ledger accounting. This is all the configuration for general ledger accounting. This is all the master data creation FS00. These are all GL postings F-02, FB03, FS10N. These are all the transactions we'll done to the previous sessions. Now we can start for AP and AR. What is the AP?
Okay.
Accounts payable. What is
Accounts
the
payable.
accounts receivable? AP means accounts payable means vendor related activities. AR means accounts receivable, customer related activities. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Accounts payable. Why I am explaining simultaneously? Both are common things. That is the reason I am explaining simultaneously.
Sure, sir.
Payable, accounts receivable.
Unable to see your screen. Yes, sir.
When you go to the project place, you need to ask to the end users, accounts, who is the accounts payable users, who is the accounts receivable users. What is your business process of the vendor related activities? First, I am explaining accounts payable. Vendor related activities. You need to discuss to the end users. They explain the business process. What kind of they explain what their current business process is doing the vendor related activities they explain. Note down the notebook. After that, you need to prepare minutes of meeting. Minutes of meeting preparation common, correct? You know very well.
Yes, sir.
Every day you have meeting, what their point discuss, you need to put it in the template. That template is
Sure.
forward to the users. Yes, today this point discussed. Users confirm. Then minutes of meeting you need to maintain to the minutes of meeting folder. Okay.
Sure, sir.
This is common. Minutes of meeting maintenance, minutes of meeting preparation every day. Once 3 hours meeting over, project preparation time. After that, you need to prepare minutes of meeting. What there the discuss the points compulsory. You need to prepare the minutes of meeting. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then accounts payable start. To be analysis time, accounts payable. What is your business process? You need to ask the questions first. How many accounts groups in the vendor account groups? So see here, financial accounting.
Sure.
It's a little bit slow server today because they refreshed the server in maybe 1 or 2 hours, little bit slow.
So if they refresh the server, our configuration is wiped out.
No, not wipe not wipe out. Only database they refreshed, not in configuration.
Okay.
They are not wipe out. So financial accounting, accounts receivable and accounts payable. See here, vendor accounts. Master
Okay.
data, preparation of creating a vendor master data. See the path. See here, financial accounting, accounts receivable and accounts payable. Either you are due for accounts receivable, either you do for accounts payable, both path, same path. Vendor accounts, master data, prepare creating the vendor master data. See here, define account groups with screen layout for vendors. So when you discuss to the project place, you can ask to the users, how many vendor groups you have? Maybe user will tell, I have 2 groups, I have 3 groups. Maybe local vendor groups, foreign vendor groups, one-time vendor, based on the user requirement. Okay?
Okay, sir.
What is the purpose of vendor groups? You have vendor master in the project, correct? How to create the vendor masters based on the vendor group? Clear?
Sure, sir.
So, how to create vendor groups? Go to new entries. I am going to create here. Maybe your project is in which project? OVS. OVLO, local vendors.
Okay.
OVA1. What is the company code name?
OVA1.
OVA1, local vendor group. You created I created here 2 groups. Maybe project based user will tell I need 2 means 2, 3 means 3, 4 means 4, like that, based on the user specifications. Okay?
Okay.
So save. What is the next step?
Next step, you're gonna create the transportation request, save it
Yes.
into the Excel sheet.
Create vendor groups. Create vendor groups. Save. Control C. Control C. Control V. I created one vendor groups, OVA1, local vendor groups. I created one more vendor group. Go back, go to new entries, OVFV, foreign vendor.
FP, foreign vendor. Okay.
OVA1, foreign vendor. Veera, what is the local vendor? What is the foreign vendor?
Local vendor is when you buy the when you buy the commodities, or when you purchase everything from locally, domestically.
Yeah,
And foreign vendor if it's outside your country, something like that.
yes, absolutely. So save. Back. I created 2 groups, local vendor, foreign groups. Fine. See here, create number ranges for vendor groups. How many groups you created, based on the number range also you need to create same number ranges. You created 2
Okay.
groups means 2 number ranges. 3 means
Yes, sir.
4 means 4, based on that. Go to interval. See here, so many group numbers here. Project place, these are all groups, these are all numbers not available. Reason, this server practice may be more than 5 to 10 people. Okay? So many people
Okay, sir.
created so many number. Project place may be 5 to 3 only, because you need to create it. User will provide the number range also. I need this number range. That number range only you need to create. Very clear. Correct?
Correct.
Maybe 1 to 2000 numbers. Same number you need to create. What are user not provided, you can suggestible. Go to this number range, like that. Okay?
Okay.
What is the number available? We need to check first. 948. After that, I am going to create 49 to 50,000. 49th number I am going to create. How to create? See here, insert.
Insert line. Okay.
49 number, 49 to 50. Save. So enter. Where is the transport request number, voice?
This one is a user level data, so there is none.
No. I configured only SPR only. Why user?
Oh, yes, you're right. I was just making a guess.
More important point. Number range, yes. Any
Number range.
If
Okay, yes, you're right. So number ranges we don't maintain, or we don't transport it. We maintain it on each server. Either it is QA, either it is dev,
Yes.
or either it is production.
Keep in mind, this is most important point. Create number ranges for vendor groups, no TRM. Any component SAP, FIC or MM or any module, number ranges, there is no transport request number. Okay?
Sure, sir.
Reason is, I maintain here 1 to 100. Maybe you start the supporting project, maybe 100 numbers created vendors. After that, what? Next step. You need to extendable 1 to 500. You can directly configure to the 500 in the production server supporting time.
Sure, sir.
That is the reason SAP is provided for number ranges. There is no transport request number. That is the reason we need to do development, we need to do quality, we need to do production server in the implementation time. Okay.
Sure, sir.
When we'll do the quality server, when you transport request number move to development to quality, that time only you can do the quality server. Okay.
Okay.
So I created here one number range. How many groups you created? 2. Correct?
2.
So that
Yes.
is the reason we need to create second number also. 50 number, 50. 50. So changes were saved. So 2 numbers created. How many numbers? 14 and 50. Okay? 14 and 50. OV, LV, OV, F. Local
Okay.
foreign vendors.
Sure.
I created 2 groups. I created 2 number ranges. Assign number ranges to vendor groups. You need to assign to the vendor groups to number ranges. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So what is your position? Go to position button. OV, LV. OV, LO. I think so.
LO, local, yes.
LO, LO. OV, LO, OV, FV. See here, I need to maintain here 49, 50. Okay?
Okay, sir.
What you are creating the groups, what you are creating the number ranges, third step, both are assignment. Both are assignment. Assign number ranges to vendor groups. Assign number ranges to vendor groups. Save, save, save. Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. We created vendor groups. We created number ranges. Both are assignment, third step. What is the fourth step? See here, define industry. Define industry. What is the industry? Your industry name you need to create. My industry is OVAS LLC Corporation, Financial Corporation Company. So go to new entries, maybe OVFS, OVFC, OVA1 Financial Corporation Company. Okay? Save. Suppose your company is in electronics corporation. Your company is in automobile corporation, like that. Okay?
Okay.
Define industry. Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. Now clear?
Yes, sir.
We create groups, then number ranges, then assignment. What is the industry? Fine. What is the fifth step? Go back. See here, define accounting clerk. Who will maintain to the accounts payable users' names? We need to mention here. Accounting clerk means accounts payable users. Okay.
Okay.
Go to new entries. My company code is OVA1. I'm maintained here two accounting clerks, OV A1. Clerk name is maybe PERA, Peter, Junior Accountant, Ram, Senior Accountant. Okay.
Sure.
Two users, accounts payable users, save. This is called define accounting clerk.
Accounting will. Okay.
Define accounting clerk. Save. Control C. Control V. Control C. Control V. So I am explaining the accounts payable 5 steps. Account groups, number ranges, that one assigned to account groups to number ranges, define industry, define accounting clerk. Now I am go to the accounts receivable. Why I am explaining simultaneously this part only? Accounts payable, accounts receivable similar. Accounts payable means purchases, vendors. Accounts receivable means sales and customers. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So now see the path here, go back. Same path. Financial accounting, accounts receivable and accounts payable. Previous I am go to the vendor account, correct?
Correct.
Now I am go to the customer account. See here, same path, accounts receivable and accounts payable, customer account.
Sure.
Master data. See here, prepare and create a customer master data, define account groups. Previous you created the vendor, now he created the customer. That's all.
Just give me a second.
Previous you created the vendor groups, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now create the customer groups. That's all. You go into the project place, you need to discuss to the users how many customer groups you have. Maybe local customer groups, foreign customer groups. Like that. That's all. Simple logic. How many groups you have? Local, previous local vendor. Here customer. Here customer. That's all. See here. Sold to party, prayer, bill to party, local customers, foreign customers. How to create? Go to new entries. OB, LC. OVA1 local customer groups.
Local customer, yes.
Save. Create a transport request number. Create a customer groups. Create customer groups. Control C. Control V. Control C.
Control B.
So I created one group, local customer. I am going to create another one. Go back. Go to new entries. OV, FC, foreign customer groups. OVA1, foreign customer groups. Simple. So why I am explaining both? You can understand simultaneously, easily understand.
Yes, same step but different scenarios. Like
That's all. See here, I am going open to the vendor groups. Here, customer groups. Then what is the next step? Here you only tell me number ranges. Number ranges. Here also go to the number ranges. See here, go back. Go back. See here, create number ranges for customers. Go to interval. You can check what is the number range available. 42. After that, I am going to create
43, 44, right?
43, 44. Insert 43, 277 288 43 again 44.
Mhm.
Same. So create a number ranges for customer groups. No TR. Go back.
No, okay.
Once you create the customer groups, once create the number ranges, what is the next step? Assignment. Assignment of the create assign number ranges to customer groups.
Sure.
So 43, 44 we created. So you can assign to the number ranges. What is your customer groups? OV, LC. OV, local customer groups. See here,
Mhm.
coming OVFC, OVFC. 43, 44. You need to assign. Clear?
Sure.
Say, assign customer groups to number ranges.
Number ranges, yes.
So, what is the next step here? Industry no need to create. Reason? Customer vendor same industry, correct?
Investor, okay. So,
Industry.
okay.
You are creating industry financial corporation vendor. Same industry, na? Customer vendors, correct?
Yes, sir.
No need to create again. Clear point.
Yes, yes.
No, tell me. Clearly tell me. Because we create in the vendor's time, I create the industry. What is the financial corporation? When you create the customer's time, same industry, no need to create again. Correct?
Oh, Uh, say it again, please.
No. What is your industry? Financial corporation.
Financial corporation, yes.
When you create the vendor's time, I created financial corporation. Correct?
Yes.
When you create the customer's time, why you are creating again financial corporation? Already created, na?
Yeah, makes sense, yes.
That's all. Because your customers, vendors, same business, same industry. Correct?
Same industry, yes.
That is
Yes.
the reason no need to create. Now, go back. This step. What is the term? Define accounting clerk. Define accounting clerk. Accounts
Clerk, okay.
payable. Previous you create accounts payable. That is called vendors users. This is customer users. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Accounts receivable users. Maybe new entries. Maybe OVA1, OVA2. I created two users. Maybe AB Abhijit. Maybe something uh, SA Abhijit, but junior accountant. Junior account for what? Accounts receivable. This one. Okay.
One point I have in my mind.
Yeah.
Normally, color handle both account receivable and account payable both at the same time. Why we are mentioning two separate colors, like four separate colors?
What separate colors? I don't understand.
So first you mentioned color, account payable color, right?
Account payable.
Accounting clerks over here in accounting,
One
in
second.
account payables module.
One second. Just a minute. One second. One second. Once create, I will come down. Come down.
Okay, no worries.
Simple logic. I will explain. I go back to the Excel sheet. First create the vendor groups. Clear?
Okay.
Then number ranges. 2. Clear?
Fair enough. Okay.
Then both are assignment. Clear?
Okay. Okay.
What is the industry? Financial corporation. Clear?
Okay. Okay.
What is the accounting clerk? Clerk means inside working the users, client side.
Okay. Yes.
This is accounts payable. Okay. Vendor
Okay.
side. This is vendors. What is
That is my
account?
point.
No, no, no.
There is never separate clerk for
Not clerk means accountant. Accountant.
Okay.
Clerk means otherwise define accounting. Define accountant. What is suppose I tell you one thing.
Hmm.
You are working right now company. Okay.
Hmm.
Your inside company GL said some people working. Okay.
Hmm. Okay.
And accounts payable means vendor said some people working. Okay.
Okay.
Customer said some people working. Okay.
Okay, sir.
What is the vendor said people working called? Accounts payable clerks, accountant.
Okay. Account. Okay. Fair enough.
And the customer side accounts receivable accountants. Clear point.
So that's outside of our client, right?
Yes, yes.
So okay, now I understand. So I was mixing it that they are inside the company. No.
You are a consultant. There, users, end users. Accounts payable
Uh,
pays end users. Accounts receivable pays end users. Clear?
uh, okay, sir.
Hmm. Okay. Clear. So I'm explaining 10 points. I'm not explaining much. You can practice. Otherwise, confused.
Okay.
Today you can practice little bit. Tomorrow morning you can practice. Tomorrow evening come to the session. Because this week you
Okay.
can stabilize in next week converts little bit. No issues.
Sure, sir.
Because I'm not explaining more means some confused. Because your learning previous different. This is project. Because we explain more points means confused. Little bit confused.
Sure, sir.
So you can practice the FI GL side a little bit complete. Then you can. This is the 10 points I'm explaining. AP AR 10 points. You can practice. I will take more session tomorrow night. Okay.
Okay.
I will explain tomorrow 15 points. 15 points. I'm explain tomorrow.
Okay.
So what we'll do? You take rest today night. Tomorrow morning you
Okay.
can wake up, freshly take one coffee. Just practice 1 hour.
Okay. Okay.
Any server issues, please just immediately call me. I'm in online only. Okay.
Okay.
In
Okay.
10 minutes, I will sort out. Don't waste time because weekends very valuable for you. Practice.
Okay.
Monday start means your busy life. Monday to Friday.
You definitely.
No, definitely, obviously. So please practice a little bit because this week you can practice. Next week onwards, you stabilize the system. You can understand everything.
Okay.
Because I
Fair enough.
want to expert you after June, August 15th. I want to create expert, not learning. Previous your learning is different. OIC is expert FICO consultant. I want to that one. That's all. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. See you tomorrow night. Correct?
9:30.
Ah, yeah, 9:30. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hmm.
Thank you. Be practice,
Take
sir.
it.
I'm going to forward this recording after 1 hour. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough. No worries.
you can complete GL practice first.
Definitely.
Okay, sir. See you. See you.
Take care, sir.